Today's case, Rebecca Corium. Year, 2011. Status, unsolved. 24-year-old Rebecca Corium was a member of the Disney Wonder cruise ship's British crew. She worked for the cruise line for 9 months before going missing. The cruise line was setting sail from Los Angeles to Mexico. It was meant to be a short 7-day cruise, but on the 22nd of March, Rebecca failed to turn up for her morning shift at 9 a.m. The crew members checked the cabins, but she was nowhere to be found. She never responded to any calls, and no sign of her was found after a search of the ship and the waters. A crew member went through the CCTV footage of that day and spotted her that morning. At about 5:45 a.m., she is seen speaking on the phone in the crew area. She looked distraught and stressed, holding her head in her hands at one point. This is the last time anyone saw Rebecca. One theory is suicide. Rebecca's family describe her as a happy-go-lucky girl, but crew members working with her painted a rather different picture of her. One crew member described her as a lovely girl with underlying sadness. Another theory is that she was murdered. According to her family and members aboard the ship, the investigation was not handled properly. Months after her disappearance, her family noticed that activity was taking place on her bank card, and that her Facebook password had been changed. The last person to see Rebecca Corium claimed she was troubled, took drugs, and had thought about jumping overboard. Rebecca's lesbian lover, Tracy, told media he believes her girlfriend deliberately leapt 100 feet to her death because she had talked of doing it before. Rebecca felt like a misfit. She felt that her family was ashamed that she was a lesbian. She once mentioned how her sister was embarrassed of the new friends she started to hang out with. At the time, Tracy had a boyfriend, ship's barman Devon High, 33, who was on shore leave. When Devon returned to the vessel and Tracy resumed their romance, Rebecca was devastated. Tracy says, "The night before she went missing, I remember her being upset with me again. This same night Rebecca woke me up and said something along the lines of feeling like a failure because she wasn't brave enough to jump off the ship." The next evening, March 20th, 2011, Rebecca had drinks in the bar with Tracy and Devon. It ended with a threesome in his room. CCTV shows Rebecca at 5:45 a.m. walking along the deck in baggy men's clothes and tugging at her hair, looking distraught. "I never did anything to physically harm Rebecca. My gut tells me she jumped only because there were previous attempts," Tracy says. More than 7 years later, friends and family are still searching for answers to the same nagging questions.